Okay, different kind of video. What the fresh heck is going on here, guys? Divik here. We're back with a regular old discussionary video. We're talking about Lost Island today, and the fact that the third creature has now been released. There was the Amargasaurus. There was the Amargasaurus, then the Dinopithecus, and now we have the Cinemacrops, which is one of the creatures that not a lot of people actually wanted to be in the game in the first place. But this vote was cast internally by the devs themselves, so they decided on this creature. Now, here's my thing. Here's my take. Is that there is a certain type of creature that different people are going to want. Now, I have here a bunch of shoulder pads, a bunch of random shoulder pads. You know, feather, all the shoulder pads from Aberration, Shinehorn, Bulbdog, Featherlight, and then this guy whose name is Mr. Gecko, whose name escapes me, Glowtail. And then we also have the Mesopithecus, the Jerboa, Compy, and the Noglin. Now there are plenty of other creatures that are just like, oh my gosh, let's see, shoulder mounts. Here we go. I've got the Dododex website open. There is 16 shoulder pads, right? 16. Oh, I'm sorry, Noglin. There's 16 shoulder pads, including the ones that I have here. There's the Dimorphodon, there is the Ferox, there's the Hesperornis, there's the Ichthyornis, there is the Microraptor, there's the Otter, there's the Pegomastax, and there's the Vulture. So aside from these guys, there's a handful more that are not being shown. And as far as big creatures, like, this is what I personally constitute as a really big creature. We have the Spinosaurus, we have the T-Rex, we have the Allosaurus, we have the Yutyrannus, and the Giganotosaurus. For big herbivores, we have the Diplodocus, the Bronto, the Therizinosaurus, the Stego, the smallest one here being the Trike, the Mammoth, and the Parasaur. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big herbivores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big carnivores, and 16 shoulder pads. The Amargasaurus would make this list 8. The oh gosh, what was it? And what was the other one again? The Dinopithecus. The Dinopithecus, what I would put at mid tier based on its size. But as far as big carnivores, we only have these. So, me personally, I would much rather have another big dinosaur, big carnivore, because 16 shoulder pads. I mean, I guess the Shadowmane. No, I don't think the Shadowmane. Shadowmane's like smaller than the carnivore. Than the carnivore, or actually. Oh, what's bigger? What's actually bigger? Let's see. Because I was actually, before I started this video up, I was actually organizing some creatures. So let's run over here. I would constitute technically the Shadowmane to be an alpha predator. So let's see. Where? What's bigger, a Carnotaurus or a Shadowmane? Let's see. This one. Because Carno, I guess would be is a little too small to be part of that list, but I personally constitute the Carno as an alpha predator. So let's see, what's bigger? Oh man, does it? Oh wow, I haven't leveled this guy at all. Oh, actually, shoot. There, the Carno is like very slightly bigger. Yeah, okay. So, Shadowmane would be another, I suppose. Let's go ahead and put that Carno away. Oh, yeah. Shadowmane, I guess, would be a part of this lineup, so let me go ahead and adjust my counter here. See, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 if I have the Carno out. Actually, hold on. So they would be then they'd be matched then, wouldn't they? Yeah. Then okay. So 7 and 7. I'm rediscovering. So yeah, if I had that guy out, then 7 and 7. So that's 14 big dinosaurs that are tameable. Well, easily tameable. I personally don't like the idea of another shoulder pet because we already have 16. Like, we don't need another one. There's these guys, and then there's the ones that I don't have out or tamed at all. I don't like the idea. Personally, I personally would have said Carcharodontosaurus or Ceratosaurus. Those are two of my favorite creatures. Uh, Not my top five, but they're certainly up there in my personal favorites. But I can see why some people would not want these creatures in particular. I'm gonna start putting these guys away. But what would I add? I would say Ceratosaurus. Actually, no, Carcharodontosaurus, because it would be up there with, say, in size compared to the Rex, the Spino, and the Yeti. It would at least be comparable in size to them. I would have preferred if it was that, but I mean, I'll admit, the Cinemacrops, what we know about it so far, is that it has a defense against like a lot of these other things. Yeah, no, actually, those were the only two mutes I had out. Come here, Noglin. You can go on my shoulder. But yeah, no, I personally, I just prefer not a shoulder pet because a lot of these creatures that are in the game already are quite annoying. Like the Microraptor, the Thief Bird, of which the name escapes me at this moment. But I don't know. I just think that they could have done something else. And the fact that it was an internal vote and we didn't get to decide any of it is kind of screwy, if you ask me. Like, that's definitely something that should have been the Dino vote. And the fact that the Cinemacrops was a part of the OG list in the first place, and a lot of people were like, no, absolutely not to it. I mean, whatever. Whatever, I guess. It is what it is. But honestly, we'll have to wait and see. Now, it has this scream thing. It sounds like a passive tame. It sounds like a passive tame for sure. And the Margosaurus is definitely not going to be a knockout tame because that thing, it looks like you might have to use a cannon to actually tame that guy. Which, oh joy, that's going to be fun. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I personally, I don't know if I'll really spend too much time taming that guy. Because it is what it is, I suppose. I mean, hey, if they want to bring more shoulder pads in, I guess. But as long as it's got something to do that makes it stand out differently from the other ones. Because that's the thing that bothers me about, oh, it's another creature that goes on your shoulder. The Archaeopteryx is one thing, actually. Well, I guess that's technically a glider. No, not really a shoulder pad. Like the Archaeopteryx, that thing has some value. It literally like is just a glider. It was the glide suit before the glide suit, really. If you really step back and think about it. But would I want another shoulder pet? No. No. I don't like the idea of a shoulder pet, personally. I mean, but this thing, I'll admit that the mechanics sound cool, but a creature is more than just cool mechanics. You gotta have like a lot of like abilities or just a good look, and but just based on looking at the concept art, you know, the little picture, it looks like it could have 6 regions. So it might, or maybe even 4. I don't know. I'm very big on the breeding escapades. So you know we could see another 6 region creature. Oh, this thing. I love it. These things are cool. I need to do mutations on these. Diplodocus. Now, this guy definitely needs a TLC. Give this guy an actual attack, for the love of God. An actual attack for the Diplodocus. Yes, please and thank you. Literally every Arc player that cares about this thing ever. But I don't know. I think this could be cool. Now we'll just have to wait and see. You know, see some more art of it. See the thing in game. But I personally would not have selected another shoulder pet. Carcharodontosaurus or Ceratosaurus would have been far better. Far better. Or heck, even another big herbivore. Like, you know, heck, you literally have a skin for the Stygimoloch, the Styracosaurus, I think it was, and the Brachiosaurus. You have the skins right there. Just give it its own model, right? Give the dang thing its own model. The rest of these are mutations, I'll just hold on to them. Give the thing its own model. You know, give it its own animations. Give it a foot stomp. You know, the additional dinos mod or extra creatures mod, whatever it's called. I can't really think of it off the top of my head. But the additional creatures mod thing that a lot of people actually really enjoyed. You got the Brachie from that. Just combine those two things, and there you go. You have the Brachiosaurus. Jurassic Park fans would be happy. I'm a Jurassic Park fan. I'm also a big fan of this game, obviously. So combining those two things and bringing the Brachiosaurus into Ark, now that's something a lot of folks would bust a nut over, I think. And not actually bust a nut, but like it's a figure of speech in this context. Like that would be something that a lot of people would enjoy. I would like it for sure. A lot of Jurassic Park fans would see one of the staple creatures of that saga in Ark and be like, "Oh shoot, what's this game?" Because Ark Survival Evolved, a lot like For Honor. It falls under a certain niche that not a lot of people really would notice. Like there are a lot of people still playing this game right now. Don't get me wrong, but there are also a lot of other survival games, the survival horror. You know, the Resident Evil game series, which I haven't played, I haven't touched, because the fan base there is gross, and that's not something I want the attention of. Like. At all. It's a big no thank you. But let's get all these guys on follow. But all of that to say that there could have been way better alternatives. Much better other things that could have been coming into the game right now that a lot of folks would say yes to. Brachiosaurus, Styracosaurus. You know, another trike-like creature would actually be cool, because what is there really? There's the Pachyrhinosaurus, and there's the trike. That's it. There is an entire family of creatures that fall under that category. Heck, There's the Stego and the Kentrosaurus. There's only those two. Brontosaurus, Diplodocus. There's only two. Like, come on. There's Procoptodon and Thylacoleo. There's the only two marsupial creatures in the game. There could have been so much more. There could have been so much more. But no, another shoulder pet. That's why I didn't want it. Because there are so many creatures that you can add to the roster of. Now, would I want another Rex? Sure, why not? Ceratosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus. Those are two creatures that are really, really cool, and you can make some really fun stuff with. The Acro from the Additional Creatures mod. Add that thing in. Heck, I'm of the camp that says that you could totally add all the creatures from the Additional Creatures mod, or whatever the heck it's called, I can't think of it, and no one would care. No one would care. You would think that Wildcard actually made the models, but those of us that actually played that Additional Creatures mod, we would know the difference. We would know. But, I don't know. All that to say that I really don't like the idea of the Cinema Crops, but, I mean, the idea is cool, I guess. I mean, the idea of it having protection from other like the Microraptor and whatnot, from knocking you off your off of whatever you're doing, that could be cool. I mean, getting the Ichthyornis off of your back could be cool, but having this be the third creature was a mistake. It absolutely was. I don't think that was a good idea. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for this one. Short vid, I know, but again, the Let's Play is over. So, I mean, I'm not really holding myself to like, oh, we gotta go for 30 minutes, whatever. That's all I got for this one. What do you guys think? Cinema Crops, what do you think? Do you hate it? Do you like it? Are you in between? I'm going to be in between. I personally don't like the idea, but I'm going to be in between until we actually get the creature in game. We get to check it out for ourselves. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Nobody panic. I said nobody panic. And I'll see you next time.